I had always been a skinny guy, but then I started to lift a couple dumbbells in my bedroom and I started to make gains. I got my own home gym and I was obsessed with getting as big as I could. But then I got into a rut. I stopped working out and lost most of my gains. I hit a low, but I pushed myself to start again, even if I had to start small and feel like a gym noob once again. And I did. But then a few months passed and I started to make the best gains of my life. I finally got some confidence and got back the love for the gym that I once had. I could finally wear a t-shirt with some pride. My name is Johnny and today my goal is to get you to start exercising even though you're an emo boy. Before I get into the practical advice step by step, I want to tell you a bit of my story. At the beginning of lockdown of 2020, I was a really skinny guy. I was 120 pounds. And I really wanted to get into exercising to build a body for myself that I could be confident of, that I could be proud of. So I started off doing those circuit exercises that you see, those circuit workouts you see on Instagram, you know, the 20 crunches and then 20 leg raises and then the wall sits, and I was doing those thinking that I was going to get jacked, you know. And then my dad gave me a couple of dumbbells, you know, two 20-pound dumbbells that I would lift in my bedroom. I had this little like rectangular coffee table in my room I had some stuff set up on there on display, and I moved it off and I would put it out in the middle of my room, just lay back, use it as a bench, barely press these 20s up, you know. But I fell in love with working out and lifting weights, and I eventually got my own home gym set up in my basement. During this time, I dedicated myself to lifting weights, to working out. It was all I had going, man. And I loved it, man. All day I was either working out, eating, I was drinking protein, I was researching, you know, how to put on muscle as a hard gainer, all that. And then eventually I got a back injury. It was a minor injury. Honestly, I might have just was just being a pussy. But I decided to take a few weeks off of lifting, you know, just so I could heal it, right? During this time, I was in the process of moving, so I had to eventually put all my home gym equipment away for the next few months at least. And then I hit a real big low in my life where all my addictions just took over. All that time of Instagram and porn and eating like shit, all that just compounded. And the one thing that I did have going for my life, working out, lifting weights, getting bigger, I got to a point where I couldn't do it anymore. And after some time, I had a moment where I realized I needed to get my shit together, and I wanted to start working out again. But even if I wanted to, even to hit that full gym workout that I was hitting before, I couldn't, because I had all my shit packed away for like the next few months. So I was panicking. I didn't know what to do, but I did have one pair of dumbbells that I could use. Ironically, it was the same pair that I started off with back when I was first lifting, you know, on the fucking rectangular coffee table bench. So when I wanted to start again, when I wanted to start exercising again, I started where I started the year before, lifting a pair of 20-pound dumbbells in my bedroom. And I wasn't hitting crazy workouts with this, but I was doing something. And then I started using these gym rings, right? I'd go to a forest every day. I'd come back from school when school started up again. I would come back from school, I'd go eat, leave to the forest, you know, I'd hang up these straps and do some pull-ups, do dips, you know, and I'd get a pretty good fucking workout out of this. Getting back into it was the greatest feeling, man. And a few months passed when I could actually get my home gym set up once again. I started to make the best gains of my life. I remember the night I first got the gym set up, you know, I was freaking, I was like, my bench reunited with my bench, you know. And over the next few months, once I got it back, I started, like I said, to make the best gains of my life. I needed to get back what was lost. And I trained like I had never trained before. A few months passed, you know, I was doing some other shit. I was trying to get girls' numbers, you know, if you see my videos on that. And I actually was wearing this shirt. Like I said earlier, I had finally had the confidence just wearing a shirt, this tight ass black shirt I wore. And I just felt like the fucking man. I wore it to school. I felt like the man. I actually had a girl approach me that day. I don't know if it was the shirt, but it definitely wasn't the hair. But the takeaway from this story is that if you're serious about changing your life, and this is a quote I heard, if you're serious about changing your life, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. But what's the practical advice here? Step 1, you want to start with a goal and a vision. To go through the pain, the burning feeling of training, you're going to have something to get you through it. You're going to have a vision, a goal in mind to get you through it. And what I want you to do right now, don't bitch out here. I want you to get out a piece of paper. You're going to write out one sentence describing the life that you want to get out of from training. Whether it's trying to get girls, trying to get the confidence, trying to fix your life, you know, get your shit together, prove that you can do it, prove that you can get shit done. Whatever it is, man, describe the life that you want to live in the most exciting ways you can. And that's going to be your vision. That's going to be like your little bitch goal that you visualize every time that shit gets hard. And then below that, you're gonna write one sentence of the specific goal that we can measure that you want to achieve. Whether that's a bench press max or a certain amount of weight gained, a certain weight that you want to get down to. Have a specific goal, a specific number that you can reach, that you can track and measure. And that's going to be your goal for your training. You're going to take this piece of paper, tape it right next to your bed when you wake up. Don't be a fucking little bitch and be like, oh, just keep it in my, like, a drawer or something. I want you to fucking tape it right next to your bed where you see it every morning when you wake up. I don't care if your fucking mom walks in and is like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? Ripping the paint off. Tape it next to your bed. You're gonna look like a fucking psychopath with these fucking pieces of paper just on your wall, man, but it's for your benefit. Step 2 is to start small, no matter how embarrassing and destroying to your ego it may be. When I hit my rut and tried to get back into weightlifting, I didn't have access to weights like I did before, but even if I did, I wouldn't have been able to hit the same workout I hit a couple months ago. So I had to start small. I had to start with dumbbells. And that might not even be where you're gonna start. You might have to start with doing one push-up. You might have to start with just going for a walk outside. You might have to start just watching on YouTube those body weight workouts that you can do. And this is gonna piss you off because your ego is telling you that, oh, you're not gonna get jacked you're not gonna gain muscle through just doing push-ups. You need a gym membership. I can guarantee you, the guy who decides to do one push-up today is making more progress than the guy who decides, oh, since I can't get a gym membership, I can't afford one, I'm just gonna do nothing. Step 3 is progressive overload. Doing progressive overload in the gym, you're slowly adding weights, you're slowly adding reps to train harder over time. That's exactly what we want to do now. We want to train harder over time. So we started small. We started out with just doing a few push-ups. Right now, we want to slowly progress until we can get to that full 1 hour gym workout where you're doing crazy fucking hitting weights, you're hitting all that. We want to slowly work our way up to that. So the progression might look something like you start out with push-ups, then you start doing body weight workouts that you're watching on YouTube, then you buy the gym rings, you start going to the park using the gym rings, then you buy a couple pairs of dumbbells, maybe you get your own home gym, and then you can afford a gym membership. Then you start doing 20-minute workouts, 30-minute workouts, and eventually you're doing a full 1 hour workout at the gym. And that might seem like a lot, like you have to do a lot of shit to be able to get there. It's really all that you have access to. If you can't afford a gym membership, where you feel like you're not able to pay it right now for whatever reason, there's always something else that you can do. There's always some type of exercise that you can do for fucking free. Right now you can do push-ups. Right now you can leave your house and go for a run on the sidewalk, go for a walk. You can go to the park, you can hop on one of those soccer nets and do pull-ups. There's always something that you can do. I fucking hate when guys say, oh, I can't afford a gym membership. There's always something that you can do. Now, before I end this video, I want to give you the fucking stupid level of advice. I want you right now to pause this video and do one push-up on the ground. I don't care if it's fucking 3 a.m., you're in class right now, you're walking on the fucking street, you're listening to this. I want you to drop down and do just one push-up. That's all you have to do. Just one push-up. Because if you can get yourself to the ground to do one, you'll do more. You'll naturally do more. If you try to push out one, you'll be like, fuck this. Let me get another one in. Let me see how much I can fucking do. Naturally, if you get yourself on the ground to do one, you'll do more. Just do one push-up. And if you don't, you'll hate yourself for the rest of the night, knowing that you could. Don't be afraid to give up the good for the great. Peace out. Do one push-up, bitch. I'm fucking watching you, bitch. Do one push-up. Do it.